Hey there, I'm Jeremy Shaw, otherwise known as Burn and More, playing against Omen, a Protoss player. This is a pretty standard bronze level play. Really. There's no extreme amount of incompetence here, so I'm going to deem it worthy of being casted, even though I don't know how to cast a game really. I just hope I set my microphone volume high enough and the game volume low enough, and try to do this in, well actually this is admittedly the third take. Hopefully I don't fail too badly. I take one SCV out to start scouting. I pass through the center Zelnaga watchtower because I generally like to do that to see if I can catch their scouts as they're moving around. Do the standard Terran wall off because I'm playing random. He's playing Protoss, and I saw that pretty early. He takes his probe out. He or she, actually, I don't really care. Probably screwed up. Ah, yes. You're gonna see me screw up on the scouting a little bit later. See that? It's a little bit too far to actually see anything in the base. So, just a little random note. I catch Omen's probe running by, and I immediately decide to drop down my barracks and pull another SCV off to build one more supply depot to complete a wall off. Fail scout continues on, moves, stops at the base of the ramp, and does not continue moving. I sort of redeemed that scout by actually moving it in to take a look at the proper location, revealing their base. If I didn't see anything up here, I would have to haul that scout all the way back down to here. I immediately see one gateway, and while you can't see what they are, if you could actually have active vision of them, like you're still looking at them, there's still a unit within visual range, you can actually click on it and see what it actually is when it's still in that circular state, when it's still warping in. However, I did see them see Omen drop a very, very early assimilator, so I immediately actually thought this might have been a 4-gate, so I had my SCV running all out and about just to make sure to catch that. Dropped a bunker very quickly to help my Marines push off the 4-gate that never came. Completely forget to continue pumping SCVs, finally do. But preferably only push one at a time, but I'm not actually that good at keeping just one SCV in the production line at a time, so I try to push out 2 at a time. Put down one refinery for possible expansions, add-ons, tech add-ons. And while I didn't scout this, which is actually my failure to not continue scouting, kind of concentrated on wonder if you could put anything up there. Concentrated on looking for a non-existent pylon at this point, and then I had him go all around the bottom base of the map to make sure there wasn't any weird expansion coming up. Didn't catch that probe the second time, but the probe actually comes up right here, and that is actually what it would do, what the unit AI would do if there's a wall off preventing them from going somewhere. I pull off 2 Marines, probably should have pulled all 4 actually, and in a glorious amount of fail at micro, should have just moved it here and then attacked first. Or should have moved it here first, then attacked. Scots away with just 4 HP. Continued a little scouting run down here. I dropped down those 2 barracks. Finally hotkey all of them properly and start pumping out mass Marines. At this point, if I continued scouting, I probably would have realized that, yeah, Stargate, that my opponent wasn't actually going for a 4-gate, but I didn't continue scouting, so kind of my fault. So I might as well push out now, raise up, not to prevent it against any sort of infiltration. You know, just in case I decide to build Dark Templar really early on for some reason. In which case I probably should have built an engineering bay, but will fail to do so. Fail to continue pumping SCVs. Oh, actually I just did. Check around for that, put a quick scan up there, realize it was a Stargate. Still failed to put down an engineering bay. and decide actually to try to sneak my Marines all the way around to the back of his base since his zealots are in a not so ideal position. He still doesn't notice. Split the Marines. Well, actually, it wasn't really going to be split. Just came about. Continue pumping Marines back home. SCV continue moving about. Forget to pump SCVs. Forget to put down engineering bay. Focusing only on killing probes and not really on killing. Well, I guess I failed on the focus only on killing probes part. Continue pumping Marines nevertheless. Never want to stop doing that. Well, correction, I don't. Fail micro right here, ends up with 1 dead Marine. He actually finally uses his chrono boost. He probably used it earlier somewhere else, but I just didn't notice. Tell my 1 scouting SCV to cancel everything and go home to build an expansion while I continue adding pressure. Using the magic of hotkeys, continue building more and more Marines. And as soon as this comes out to stop that, he decides to call it the game. And that's really all about it. In terms of APM, ooh, Army tab. In terms of APM, it's actually I really don't know what to make of these numbers. I've been told that higher APM does not equal better play, so let's see. Control I. Oh, that's what that does. And Control N for the completely boss name panel. Seems more like a professional, like what sports channels would do. All the little fade-in effects and not. Alright, well, that's it. I hope I did not screw this up, and this is already the 3rd take, so. Oops, F9. Where is that?